Isn't it funny tonight, Jamaica, that the Prime Minister, before the collapse of SSL, withdraw all his money?
One time.
He never took the money in trances. The Prime Minister withdrew all of his investments in SSL. You remember? The Prime Minister Jamaica withdrew everything. And ask yourself this. Could it have been that the Prime Minister knew something was coming? Could it have been, Jamaica, that he knew that SSL was having problem? And you're telling me, you know what I feel it for? There was a senior citizen. There was a senior citizen that took all of her retirement money to do an investment in SSL. Can you imagine, Jamaica? Can you imagine 300 Jamaicans? And tonight, me not care about if them come from uptown or downtown. It is just sad and unfortunate that some of the names that were in as far as the FinSac time of the Eagles Bank and everything, some of those persons who got away then is getting away now. And the Financial Services Commission, who has the duty of regulating these entities, nothing is coming out of it. And ask yourself, after this thing happened in SSL, has the Financial Services Commission of Jamaica been doing any work to see to it that there's no other financial institution that is operating like a SSL? And when I see it, I said to myself, you know that instead of working in the interest of Jamaicans, this government work in the interest of its friends, you know. Because in some other countries, those all who were on the FFC board would have been prosecuted, you know.
Every single one.
But they cannot prosecute those who are on the FFC board. They're all big donors to the Jamaica Labour Party. You hear what I said? If you go look at the previous commissioners of the FFC board and go look at all of them and go check out them antecedents, you will say, oh, interesting. And their assets would have been seized. Their documents would have been seized. And they wouldn't be able to. Where are the cross-screens? Are you aware that they said cross-screen is still on government board? Are you up? No, I don't think people are aware enough. The same mastermind is which board in Japan again? are going for... Yes, they're on government boards. Only see the one when name Harding, Zachary Harding. How were him there? It's not allegedly. Go on the government website, you see them name. All of them. CEO of the year and CEO of the century. What am I doing now? Music and real estate and this and that. And you say to yourself, oh. But I want to know if, what's his name again? Dr. the Honorable Bolt. Go and keep silent, you know.
I don't think so.
But what can he really do, though? Because, remember, say him come from the bowels of poverty like myself, and him just come in at them space, you know. Remember, he's not one of them, you know. In a for them mind, him is a country black boy, you know. Where them give a priest, them give a little privilege. So I want to know what you saying about going to do. I'm going to ask again. What do you think Usain Bolt should do? I think Usain Bolt should go on one of them international robo shot. Hi! Glory be to the Father and to the Son. I wonder if Usain Bolt ready to. I would love to see, man, CNN or NBC or. Nah, go pan Fox. I didn't know them. Nah, go pan Fox. Just imagine the Jamaican sensation decide that him go finally talk about what happened with his money. Hey, all of the gains them say by Nigel Clark would be doomed. Hey. Remember the Prime Minister said what they are saying, you know, that investors no longer see Jamaica as high risk. They now see it as a place that they can invest. They now see it as a place that they can invest. Just imagine you saying go on 60 minutes. Or go on the Oprah show. And say to yourself, do you know how damning that would have been for the Jamaican product? Do you know how it would have stifled the financial outlook that is already in problem? Because I show you guys here about how them take up how much millions of dollars. What they had 90 million, you know. You don't know, you know. Last week alone, Jamaica, over the last 14 days, Nigel Clark has taken up almost 90 million US dollars to stabilize the dollar from going to 160, you know. I think you hear that, you know. Nigel Clark had to dump 90 million. How much is 90 million in Jamaican dollars? Hey. So what? You remember him said that there's not going to be any further economic growth. He knew, we know. So Nigel has left the economy in shambles. So he had to pump. Lord Jesus. You never hear pump? 90 million US dollars.
Help, help, help. We key out of the
We
labyrinth.
need your divine intervention. The Bank of Jamaica, you might not be aware, but the Bank of Jamaica had to inject, something, that amount of money to stabilize the Jamaican dollar. And nobody talking about it, you know. Diane Jackson not talking about it. Emily, she not talking it because she and Andrew, she and Nigel are bosom buddy, and everybody want an interview with Nigel when him leave. So nobody, yes, Jamaica. You remember them say him is the best what? Him is the best finance minister Jamaica has seen. 90 million US dollars. That 90 million is about 14 billion, don't it? That's about $14 billion. That Nigel take up. I'm putting, because if he never did that, you know. So I can tell you, come Christmas, the US dollar going to reach about 100 and...
90, yeah.
No, on about 162. You hear what I said? Because if Andrew go and take up... No, it can only be a temporary fix. How long can the US dollar... Jamaica, think about it. Jamaica, think about it tonight. How long can they be pumping money to stabilize the dollar? That is not good economic principles, you know. To be taking so much money to flush back the economy, you know. Unnecessary bangarang coming. That was just a band-aid effect, you know. That is just a band-aid effect, you know, Jamaica. So the US, by Christmas, no fun to go and get anybody I got sent for about 162, 163. And then if it continues, by March next year, the 165, 166. And this is me being cautious. You hear what I say? This is me being cautious. I don't want to say, hey, these are the things the labor right now telling on you, know. So when you put that band-aid on that cancer, because Jamaica is in a financial cancer, you know. Jamaica is under a financial cancer called, these are specific cancer, you know. You don't want to know the name of the cancer. You know I know the name of the cancer.
Freddy.
We need to find out. I wonder if Mark Golding is the oncologist. We need a new oncologist, Jamaica. Who tell me the name of the name of the cancer is called Kanju cancer. Kanju cancer. Kanju. That's where the cancer name. Kanju, yeah, Kanju. Kanju. I feel it for you, you see. Like how I feel it for myself. Conjo cancer. We never hear about it yet. Conjo. And it eat out the intestines. Yes, conjo. Conjo mashing up the country. And when him done, him talk about But another point I want to raise before I go to my main topic tonight. If the police said the men in East Kingston fired the shots wildly, right? How come all of the men them end up with headshot? I want to ask a question again. If them say the criminals shot in the crowd wildly, they said that, right? How did then the 5 men end up with headshots? It's something I just asking tonight, Jamaica. I want to know that my brain think outside of
The box.
it's just something to question. So I wonder who really are the gunmen. To me, it looked like a professional hit. This never looked like no 87. You hear what I said tonight, Jamaica? This to me never looked like it is a 87 did it. But it's something to look into. There's something to question, something to look into, all right? You don't know that professor always asks the questions as they come along. Now, Jamaica, ever so often I speak about contract workers in this country. And when I talk about them, I'm very passionate because so much is happening with not just hotel workers. So much is happening for our people who are in the BPO sector. And anybody asking to get Ralston Hyman on my program, I've reached out to Ralston Hyman and he says that he does not do programs, but I find Ralston Hyman on other people's program. So I am not going to be the one. I've reached out to Ralston Hyman about 3 or 4 times, and he says that he doesn't do programs. So for people say, oh, teacher, get Ralston Hyman, I have reached out to him. Himself don't do any program or interviews, but I've seen him on several other interviews. So Jamaica, left it there. So the man no one come a partner draw TV, and me now go be one of them force him, and I'm not going to be one. If you're not willing to come to my program, I don't think I should be playing the things that you say. Just respectfully. You can't beat my students, all right? Just understand. If you're not willing to reason for a partner draw TV, You understand, students? I don't think I should be carrying your arguments like that. Left it there, Jamaica.
Stay tuned for more PDTV news, evening highlights. Remember to show your support. Comment, like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching.